Hello and welcome everybody, this is Yosh Lubak, and it's in time for a brand new Let's Play. What are we Let's Playing this time? Well, none other than Bioshock Infinite, the critically acclaimed sequel to Bioshock 1 and 2. Also, many people's personal game of your choice for last year, which was 2013, in case you're watching this, I guess, 15 years in the future, which could be possible, I don't know. So yeah, unlike the other two games, one of the big differences is that this doesn't take place in the city of Rapture. This takes place in the city of Colombia about 30, hold on, about 30 years before Rapture. Yeah, about 30 years before the events of the first Bioshock game. Though, they reported that this doesn't take place in the Bioshock, or in the same universe that Rapture was in, but yeah. Anyway, whoa, there's a weird audio glitch there I heard just now. Wait, so anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and start the main game. Just like the other games, we have, easy, medium, and hard modes. If you beat the game, you get 1999 mode, which is like, I think, harder than hard. I know for a fact this game is really easy on easy mode, so I'm going to just go medium for this. Break the chain a little bit of what I've been doing for the past two games. I've also played this recently and seen plenty of videos, so I know pretty much what I'm doing. I mean, I watched the entirety of Video Games Awesome's playthrough of this before I actually played the game myself. It kind of sucks that there are a lot of pretty good spoilers that kind of spoiled me out. But at the same time, I was learning at the same time someone else was, so seeing my reactions were just as genuine at certain parts of theirs. Anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to shut up for here for this part. I guess after this starts loading, I'll shut up and let the story start. I don't remember this popping up when I first played through it. Oh. And we just missed a semi-important piece of text.
Are you going to just sit there?
As compared to what? Standing?
Not standing, rowing.
Rowing? Haven't planned on it.
So you expect me to shoulder the burden?
No, but I do expect you to do all the rowing.
And why is that?
Coming here was your idea.
My idea?
I've made it very clear that I don't believe in the...
Real quick, just realized something was wrong about that. I need to put subtitles on. I normally don't play with subtitles on. I do this more for the benefit of the Let's Plays, like people who want to follow along with the story can. While I'm talking over stuff.
Exercise.
The rowing?
No. Imagine that's one
That way,
exercise.
so if I talk over any important plot points, the people who are watching this for the first time.
One goes into an experiment knowing one could fail.
But one does not undertake an experiment knowing one has failed.
Can we get back to the rowing?
I suggest you do. We're never going to get there.
Plenty of experiments you can do.
I mean, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would assist.
Perhaps you should
Bring
ask
to
him.
New York
I
unharmed.
imagine he has a greater interest in getting there than I do.
I suppose he does, but there's no point in asking.
Why not?
Because he doesn't row.
He doesn't row.
No, he doesn't row.
Ah, I see what you mean.
I'm kind of wondering what they meant by doesn't row, and these two guys seem like an interesting pair. So right here we can press E to climb ladders. This takes, despite being...
Shall we tell him when we'll be returning?
Would that change anything?
It might give him some comfort.
At least that's something we can agree on.
Hey, somebody meeting me here?
I'd certainly hope so.
It does seem like a dreadful place to be stranded.
Are they...
Maybe there's someone inside.
Yeah. Well, they mean in the... They mean the lighthouse, but here we can go ahead and explore. I'll go ahead and pick, kind of show the exploration. You press E to interact with everything. WASD moves you around. Again, I'm playing this on the PC, so I don't know what the controller configuration is for that. I think, go into the options, you can go to the controller. Well, those are some options for the change layout. Oh, there you go. There's the control. There's the controls for the controller if you're playing along. Probably want to look at those once. That'll probably be the last time we'll be looking too deep into the options menu. But yeah, real quick, this game I believe is about on the same level of graphical quality as the original Bioshock. I think maybe a little better than that. But they decided to go for more semi-cell shaded look, I think. Like, it's more stylized, let's put it that way, it's more stylized. So that actually looks better than it actually is. They toned down the graphics because they wanted it to... Oh, I can't remember why they did that. I can't remember why they decided to tone the graphics down, but let's see, what does it say? DeWitt, bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. This is your last chance. Okay, we'll go ahead and knock on the door.
Excuse me, it's Booker DeWitt. I guess you're expecting me?
Of thy sins shall I wash thee. Ah, great. Oh, that's, real quick, I'm gonna... So, just like in the original Bioshock, you pick up stuff, and, like, food and health and stuff you immediately consume. There's nothing in the game that you collect to create stuff, so there's no unit machine or anything like that, like in the last game, which is kind of unfortunate, because I would like to... Unfortunately, one of the big unfortunate things with this game is that there's no alternate ammo types. Yeah. Though... There are a bunch of different guns. There's a bunch of different types. There's like, I think at least 2 types of each gun. If I remember correctly, there's at least 2 types of each gun. So you get some variety of that. But yeah, unfortunately, the gunplay of this game isn't as good as it probably should be, considering the other Bioshock games. But well, it looks like the telephone doesn't work. What is this? Be prepared, he's on his way. You must stop him. C. So I wonder who C is. Colombia, maybe? No, we know for a fact Colombia is a city. Well, we don't know in game, but we as the audience know by this point, because, I mean, you see enough trailers. I guess I can't... Okay. Can't turn that. It doesn't seem like you can turn that also whenever they're gonna... Oh, get the sync. So you notice there's a few little things here that we can get. To thine own land shall I take thee. We didn't read the other one before, did I? The one below that said from Sodom I shall take thee. From Sodom shall I lead thee. That's what it said. Actually, I know I looked at it. I don't think I read it out loud though. Right up here we got some eat white oats that gives us health. Gives us salt. We'll get into what salt and health is. Well, health is pretty obvious. It's how much damage we can absorb before we die. And salt is basically the equivalent of Eve from Bioshock. Though they do it a little differently with this game, and I kind of like the way they do it in this game. In New Eden soil shall I plant thee. The way they handle the special powers in this one, the vigor as they're called in this one, as opposed to plasmids, I like them better in this game. The way that they handle them in this game better than they did in the other. So right here we got a card. Go ahead and ring the scroll. And the scroll key and the sword. Ah. They're just called aliens. Ah. They're just called aliens. Just so you know, that was kind of my first reaction when I saw this scene. Like I knew it wasn't. I know it's not aliens, but like I think it's Contact is the movie in question where they communicate with the aliens through lights, and you see like it's lighting down like that. Yeah, that's my first thought was Contact. The funny thing is, I've never seen the movie. I've seen that scene where they're trying to communicate with the aliens and everything, but I've never seen the actual movie.
Looks like they expect me to sit in their fancy chair.
That's a fancy chair. I'm sorry, but that's a doctor's chair. So yeah, we have nowhere else to go. We kind of had to sit. Though looking at the cufflinks there, no sane man in the right mind should ever sit in the chair. And look just like I thought we're set. Oh, it's been a fun game. We're already dead. Oh, and what's going on here? This can't be good. Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna. Oh, we lost our gun. And that. First of all, I'm not even sure if that would be possible for you to rig up a rocket propulsion system like that. I'm pretty sure we'd be dead from seeing that. Like all the flame exhaust. I don't know. I'm gonna show up here for this part because this part's actually pretty good.
10,000 feet.
You get another view of our character there.
15,000 feet.
Booker.
Hallelujah.
Immediately, it's just like with Rapture and Bioshock, gets your attention. Albeit in a much calmer way too, which is kind of weird because the first Bioshock kind of had a really good calm. There's like an eerie calmness to it, whereas this one's more of a serene calmness. Does that make any sense? Yeah, I think it does. Father Comstock, our prophet. Yeah, someone tells me that he and I will get along just well. Note the sarcasm in my voice, people. In case you're wondering, I'm not a big religious person. If we will not raise a finger for our own salvation, he deserves not his mercy. He has less his new. Anyway, don't get me wrong. I do respect those who have religion and everything. I'm not saying I'm not religious. I'm just not a huge religious nutcase like some people are. And, how should I put it? I'm not gonna get overly offended if someone makes fun of the stuff I believe. Let's put it that way. And neither should they if I make fun of their stuff. One of the big things about the internet is you're not supposed to talk about religion and politics because, well, for the simple fact of it's very controversial and people have their own opinions and people get very close and tie themselves too close to religion. In most cases, I think too close to religion and politics make it. If you make fun of it, it's like as if they themselves, as if you are targeting they themselves, you know. And quite frankly, it's like I just don't like when people do that. This does have a pretty kind of like how Bioshock has like its stance on objectivism. This has kind of a look at extremist religion, but it doesn't attack any single religion, sort of. So sit the tone and drown and fly in the mountains of man. Huh. That's just kind of a little creepy with the way the beard is. So we're in the Welcome Center. One thing real quick. Shift to sprint, which, oh my goodness, thank you for having the sprint. I haven't had sprint in the past 2 games. It's so painful not to be able to sprint around when, like most games. I think even games at the time had sprint. It was a new thing though. So right here we're getting introduced to the voxophone. This is the audio diary, or the equivalent to the audio diary. Pick these up and press T to play.
Love the prophet because he loves the sinner. Love the sinner because he is you. Without the sinner, without sin, what grace has forgiveness?
So yeah, unfortunately, you'll play over the stuff in the world will play over the voxophones. And the voxophones don't have their own
Excuse me.
subtitles, so
Where
that's
am I?
unfortunate.
Heaven, or as close as we'll see till Judgment Day.
Best keep such questions to myself, unless I want to get made.
I'm gonna agree with Video Games Awesome and say that guy's voice does not match that body. It just does not sound like the same guy. So as I normally do with these games, I'm gonna kind of like spend the first little bit of the Let's Play, kind of going through and exploring some nooks and crannies. Just kind of showing you the idea of what to do, and then eventually, as the game goes on, I'm gonna like deviate less and less from that. The main thing is, with this game, you do a lot less exploring, and there's a lot less emphasis on survival than there is in the other two. Which is a bit of a disappointment, but at the same time, it helps with the narrative flow a little bit too, I think.
On this day of days, we recommit ourselves to our city and to our prophet, Father Comstock. We recommit through sacrifice and the giving of thanks, and by submerging ourselves in the sweet waters of baptism. And lo, if the prophet had struck down our enemies at wounded knee and not railed against the Sodom beneath us, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just railed against the Sodom beneath us, but not accepted the 3 golden gifts of the founders, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just accepted the 3 golden gifts of the founders and not prayed for our deliverance, it would have been enough. If the prophet had only prayed for our deliverance and not led us to this new Eden, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just led us to the new Eden and not purged the vipers of the Orient, it would have been enough. If the prophet
I'm
had
sorry,
just
but this is
purged
just starting to
the
get very
vipers of the
funny.
Orient, but not suffered the sacrifice of his beloved, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just suffered the sacrifice of his beloved, but not expelled the vox populi, it would have been enough.
Just the way he said that is funny to me. Like, just if you had not done this, if you had done this and not that, it would have been enough. If you had done that, but not, it's, you get what I'm going with. Just go back and read most of this. It starts getting hilarious. But anyway, they're going to go into the circle.
Someone from the Sodom below, newly come to Colombia to be washed clean before our prophet, our founders, and our Lord.
I just need passage into the city.
Passage to the city. Brother, the only way to Colombia is through rebirth in the sweet waters of baptism. Will you be cleansed, brother?
Let's turn around and get back on that rocket. Might as well get it over with.
I guess so.
Hey.
I baptize you in the name of our prophet, in the name of our
I think
in the name of our Lord.
Whoa! Warn the guy next time you do that, will ya?
I don't know, brothers and sisters, but this one doesn't look clean.
Whoa!
Who's there? Who's there?
Bring us the curb and wipe away the debt.
What do you want?
We had a deal to it.
This is actually reminding me of an actual event.
Go
A
away.
real.
Mr. DeWitt.
Oh, I don't think we'll do that. Oh yeah, I guess we do. Yeah, this must be our office. It actually just reminded me of a. Whoa. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, what the? Ah, no, flashlight! Ah! Anyway. A lot going on at the beginning of the episode. I can barely get a word in edgewise. Yeah,
Any priest needs to learn the difference between baptizing a man and drowning one.
that just reminded me of
I need to find a landmark and figure out where the hell I am.
Touch to it. This actually does remind me of a real life situation that I had when I was much younger. Me and my friends were playing around in the pool, and we were being, well, you know, kids at the time. We were being really rough, and I passed out in the pool. Like one of my friends got me in a scorpion hole, and I passed out in the pool. I don't remember why we did that, but I ended up having a dream about a video game he was playing at a part that I hadn't seen yet, and later on we go to the part, it actually was there. And we actually at the part. But yeah, anyway, obviously I'm okay in here. I'm here now and I'm okay. So yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode off here for now. So real quick, let me see. I don't think we can. Yeah, we only have checkpoints, so I don't think we can actually save. So yeah. So yeah, the next episode will be heading into Colombia proper, even though we've already just kind of entered Colombia, and yeah, so we'll be figuring out what these statues are, talking to people and seeing if we can find the girl we're after. Until then, I'll see you guys later.